breath.
Yeah. Well, here we are at Gerald's house with the club hives. John, as you can see, if I tip the phone just a little bit, you can see he's here, and he's going to talk us through what's happening with the hives today. And of course, it's coming on for pretty much, we're stuck in autumn now, aren't we? So winter's not far away. Okay.
So we're just in the process. We're going to take any honey off that's left. I usually favour bee escape boards, but because it's only 2 hives and I haven't got time to come back in 2 days, we're just going to shake the bees off and take the honey with us today. So you'll see that. But we're going to start the process of wintering down. So whatever honey we take off today we'll replace with either drawn out frames or wets that have already been extracted from another disease-free site.
Okay.
And also, while we're going through all the brood, we'll check how much brood there is. If there's a queen laying, we don't have to see the queen, but we'll check for her. As soon as we see eggs, we're fine, and we'll just do a disease inspection as we're checking all the brood frames.
Okay.
We'll crack on then.
Right.
So this one's looking really strong. The one next door, we got a full box of honey off it. It was the same configuration as this. They put all the honey in the second brood box, and the top one was empty, but I've already had a quick look in here and this top one is pretty full.
Okay.
So they might have more brood in here than the other one.
Certainly lots of bee activity around here, isn't it? They're flying everywhere around us, so there's plenty of bees in these hives. And they've glued that one down well.
So we'll just check what honey's in here and what's in there. So the process today as well, if we come across any frames that are no good for winter, like undrawn like that, they're getting took away as well and replaced.
Okay.
Got it?
Yep. So it might be the same. Oh, yeah.
Out of the way. So this box doesn't look as full as it first thought.
Got some activity there.
Nothing on the frames.
Okay.
So that's our first honey frame. Some wet nectar on there. We'll just go through, and that might end up staying depending on how many full frames there is. We'll get round to shaking these bees off in a bit.
Yep.
Once we've been through the next box. Just want to make sure
Those are pretty full, aren't they?
what honey frames we've got.
Yeah.
There's a wet nectar one that might end up staying. So as you're going through your hive, I always sort what's staying and what might be staying, keep them together.
Okay.
And these will be empty by the looks of it. So this empty box here will now become a box for our empties.
Okay.
Crack the box now, hopefully.
Just as a small aside for everyone that was at last bee cub meeting, as you can see, this time I have my glove absolutely secured properly, so no more stinging up my left arm for me. Well, till next time anyway.
So we'll just go through this one as well.
Yep.
A little bit of wet nectar in that.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave that in for now.
Sometimes when we go through these hives, John, I see that some hives, they seem to want to glue the queen excluder right down onto the top of the frames, and they build up and over it.
Yes.
And other hives, they don't do that. And I wondered if is there any kind of trick to getting them to not do that, or not be inclined to?
Not really. A lot of it depends. The traits of the bees is one thing, but how much propolis is about as well.
Okay.
Because they collect propolis in abundance and they'll just use it to glue everything down.
Right.
That's why these are a bit
Stuck. Yeah, they.
Because
Yeah, they've been busy. It's got a little, lots of. Is it honey or full of honey? That one. Yeah.
full honey, yeah.
Yeah.
So as you can see, these are supposed to be double brood boxes, but at the moment there's no brood in the second box. We're just looking for the queen in case she's on there, but
She got a dot, this one?
I'm not sure.
Not sure.
So we're just filling our honey box up. So that's why I advocate when there's a honey flow on, just run single brood boxes,
Yes.
because the bees tend to do it themselves anyway. See, like we're in the middle frames and it's all full of honey.
It's all honey, yeah, solid, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, they're looking very nice and tidy too, aren't they?
So it looks like we'll take a full box of honey off this quite easily. There's another full frame. So these two partials can go back in for the bees.
Yes.
Another full frame.
I've got a few bees here watching the video, climbing all over the screen.
So it's another full frame, so we'll take them off and put that in our little box because of the space.
Okay. So I'm just going to keep filming this through all in one vid, rather than breaking it up, and hopefully people will be able to watch it that way.
I might stop talking.
Oh no, feel free.
So now these two honey frames will go in that box and these wet ones will go on the outer edge of here.
Okay, so a full box of honey from this hive, and the partial frames will be going back onto the hive.
So this isn't drawn out at all, but it's a little bit of wet nectarine, so we'll leave it for them.
Okay.
And there's wet nectar that side and we'll always face it in.
Yes, okay. So that's a full box of honey there. Yeah. Oh, one shy.
Right,
Yeah.
let's count it.
Right, let's have a look
So
and
now
see
we're
what we
into
have
the
here.
brood box. Like I say, we might not spot the queen in here, she might be in there somewhere because there was no excluder on this hive. But we'll drop the bay roll in as well. So
these are the Baverall strips. That's how they come, 4 in a pack.
So my personal preference, a frame like this is no good in a brood box for winter because there's just nothing on it.
Okay. Yeah, so no, nothing there. Okay.
There's a smidgen of pollen there, but that's not going to do anything. You know.
Okay.
I might save it and put it up above. So brood straight away. So we're just looking at the brood as we go through.
Yep.
We're not really shaking bees, but we're just looking for any disease. Any old queen cells. That got me.
Yeah.
Whip them out. Because there's a hole in the frame, we'll probably build the one back there.
Okay.
So
Yeah, they like things to be perfect, don't
yes,
they?
they
Yeah.
don't like holes.
No.
Yeah, we'll just keep looking for the queen as we go through.
Yeah.
Keep checking the brood. Everything looks good up to yet. We've got eggs and larvae in that left, your right to the camera now, left hand side of the frame, so
Yes.
we know we've got a queen
Yes.
in
So
the last 3 days. You see the larvae in that side.
yeah, can't see any dots, and honestly my queen spotting skills without the blue dot on them is not great.
There's a lot of bees in here, so we might not even see the queen. So this frame's obviously where the previous oxalic acid strips were.
Yes.
That's where they've been
Let's see
pressed
where they
in.
are. Yeah.
We've got to leave it in because this side's got some brood on it and full of eggs. That's 4 frames of brood up to yet. 3.5.
Okay.
And down my glove.
Yep.
Take that one out. So as we're going through, we're remembering where all the brood is and the open brood, so we can just drop our strips in. So she's not laid anything on that side. That's just stung it.
Yeah, some just want to be too friendly. Let me in your glove. Let me in there.
We've still got brood out here, or the remaining of it. Don't be scared when you're in your hive just to uncap your brood. Just have a look what's under. You can see the purple eyes. So these will be just finishing emerging in the next 3 or 4 days.
Okay. Yep. I think one bit just fell back in. Oh, there's a little bit on the top there too.
So this is an old dark comb frame,
Yes.
but because we're heading into winter we'll leave it. I usually take all my dark comb out in spring, but it's got honey on it, so we'll just leave it. We'll try and get them to empty it. We'll just scrape some of that off.
Okay.
They'll go
No,
and start
they'll
cleaning
sort
all
that
that
out.
out.
Yeah.
You see how dark this cappings are on this honey as well. Okay. got a newer one there. See how light the cap.
Yes,
wax
it's a lot
is.
lighter, yeah.
Push that one out to the outside. We didn't see the queen, but there's a lot of bees in these hives. But we'll see eggs and larvae.
Yeah, so that seeing them fairly recent like that, it's an indication that the queen's been here at least in the last 3 days.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Drop this in. That'll be the prep for the winter food. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Drop our basil strips in. We know the recommended dose is 4, but we've only got 6, so we need to get as much as we can in both hives.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, slight miscount on how many we needed.
So instead of leaving these in for 8 weeks, we'll probably just leave them in for 6. And then we've got oxalic acid strips to go in straight after. So we've now got a full box of bees.
Right. So that's
When I winter down mine is singles, that's how I like the box to be when it goes down to a single.
okay.
Absolutely chocker with bees.
Chocker with bees, lots going on. Yep.
Yep. Lots of food on the outside and hopefully reduce. This has got about 6 frames of brooding, hopefully reduced down to about 4.5, 5. So this is going to be our second box from there.
Yep. Come on, sweethearts, move out the way.
This in the middle. Throw all them wets in because there's plenty of bees on them.
So all of these?
Yep, all a lot in here.
Okay, hang on.
You want me to go?
No, it's all right, Vid. You just keep going and give me a moment. Oh, no, not all.
You can leave the bees on it, be right.
Okay.
They'll find their way out of the hive.
Number 1. Oop, that one. Okay. Sorry about this vid, people. We'll sort of be back online in just a minute. We'll work it out. So that one's
Still. They'll clean it all. They'll be out for winter before winter comes anyway.
yeah, they'll be happy as. Right, so that's
Now this is the honey box that's got to get rid of all the bees. You definitely need an extra box or 2 with you when you're doing things like this.
yes. Yeah. So the shaking off is in place of putting a
Bee escape on.
bee escape, and it's really just a time issue. So for us at home, for example, we would have the time, so we'd be able to do the bee escape.
If it's your home hive, you just put a bee escape.
Yeah, yeah.
Practice your shaking as well, anybody?
Oh, your gloves are, dare I say, second hand.
Finger will be at this rate.
Okay.
You're alright yesterday.
I'm not sure they were by the look of the size of that hole. Had a bit of propolis just on there.
Or because honey as well.
Oh, okay. Yep.
To mask the stinging pheromones so
Yes.
they don't go back there.
Yeah, they're funny like that, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So like doing it with glove.
Well, we've just managed to disturb quite a lot of bees though. There's, you know. Okay, so that's a box of honey, and they're pretty heavy. There's a few kgs of honey in there.
We'll just find out best range to go back in here.
That one's got nothing on it.
I haven't.
No, these are all empty basically.
Bees in a box. If it's beekeeper, put your pollen pack here.
Oh yes, pollen pack.
So that's normal on the front of the hive after what we've just done.
Yeah, they're all looking and checking things out. And okay, so that's the beginning of wintering the hives, taking the last of the honey off. So hope that's all great and informative, and it's a bye from me and bye from John.
Bye!
That was a great show, wasn't it? It's bye from me and it's bye from him.